Legendary Duelists Immortal Destiny introduces cards for characters that may seem sweet and innocent on the surface, but have a decidedly twisted side of them beneath. Duelists like Bakura, Rex Goodwin for 5Ds, and of course, Jaden. That's right, Jaden, everybody's favorite elemental hero duelist, took a turn for the dark in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX when he became the Supreme King and took hold of the evil heroes, a brand of hero based on destruction and inflicting as much damage as possible in his quest to complete the Super Polymerization card. Legendary Duelists Immortal Destiny has 5 new cards for evil hero decks, but because of the way heroes work, they can be worked into your standard hero deck as well. To give you an example of the kind of cards that evil heroes work with, take a look at the new evil hero Malicious Bane. This is a fusion of any evil hero and any level 5 or higher monster, and it can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. It can destroy all of your monsters with attack less than its own, and then it gains 200 attack for each of them, so you can do even more damage with it on its attack. One thing to note, for evil hero monsters, you can only fusion summon them with the card Dark Fusion, or something that says it's treated as Dark Fusion, or if you have another new card, the Supreme King's Castle, field spell, you can use any fusion type spell in order to summon them. In addition to these two, you have basically the perfect materials for a card like Malicious Bane. One is Evil Hero Sinister Necrom. This monster can be banished from your graveyard to special summon another evil hero from your hand or deck other than Sinister Necrom, so it's perfect as either the evil hero or the level 5 or higher for Malicious Bane, since it is level 5 or higher itself. And if you need to find Dark Fusion or Dark Calling, the Miracle Fusion type card for evil heroes, you've got Evil Hero Adusted Gold, kind of an evil version of Elemental Hero Captain Gold, which you can discard from your hand to add Dark Fusion or any card that specifically lists the card Dark Fusion in its text from your deck to your hand. It's also a 2100 attacker there, but be careful, you can only attack with it if you control a fusion monster. Not exactly an issue with hero decks. And if you need just a spell that could do a whole lot of different things, there's also Evil Mind. Now this card you can use if you have a fiend monster, and the range of its effect is different depending on how many monsters are in your opponent's graveyard. At absolute worst, if your opponent has at least one monster in your graveyard, you can choose to draw a card and just replace Evil Mind in your hand, but the effects you have access to get better as your opponent gets more monsters into their graveyard. 4+ gets you any hero monster from your deck or Dark Fusion from your hand, and late game, if they've got 10+, you can add a polymerization spell or a fusion spell from your deck to your hand. That's spells with polymerization in their name or fusion in their name, including the super polymerization that the Supreme King was trying to create. So, what can you do with these in your regular old hero deck? Well, just hang on just a moment. Let's get these guys into the deck, and I will show you something that you can do with the hero deck you play now just by adding some of these cards to it. Much like your current popular hero decks, the card of choice that you're going to need for this, well, I guess it's a combo, it's only one card, is Fusion Destiny. So when you activate Fusion Destiny, you can special summon, or rather fusion summon, a fusion monster from your extra deck that lists a Destiny hero as material, using monsters from your hand or deck as material. Now there's some other stuff in there, but the important restriction on there is that after you do this, you can only special summon dark hero monsters for the rest of the turn. So for materials, the card we're going to summon is Destiny Hero Dangerous, and the materials we're going to use are the new Evil Hero Sinister Necrom and Destiny Hero Malicious. And that's going to let us summon our Destiny Hero Dangerous. Alright, so we are locked into Dark Heroes for the rest of the turn. That is just fine. First we're going to banish Sinister Necrom from our graveyard, and that's going to summon us another Evil Hero. Now the Evil Hero you need to use here, there's only one dark one that you can summon, and it's going to be Evil Hero Infernal Prodigy, and that's also in Legendary Duelist Immortal Destiny if you don't have it. Next we'll link summon using these two, and we're going to play Extra Hero Cross Crusader from Dark Neostorm. Now when this guy's link summoned, we get to target a Destiny Hero monster in our graveyard and special summon it. And because it's coming from the graveyard, we don't have to put it in one of the zones that Cross Crusader points to. So we'll get back Destiny Hero Dangerous, put it over there. Next, we'll go ahead and use our Malicious effect. And we'll summon that out. Here's our other Malicious. And now we're going to use Cross Crusader's other ability, which lets us tribute a Destiny Hero monster to add a hero with a different name from our deck to our hand. So let's go ahead and do that. And this also locks us into hero monsters for the turn, but we actually have a greater restriction on us in dark hero monsters, as the case may be. So, generally you could get Stratos with this, but I'm going to go ahead and get a dark hero in this case, and get a Shadow Mist. And the reason I'm doing this is because if your deck has Elemental Hero's Solid Soldier in it, and you happen to have that in your hand, you might want to normal summon this and special summon the one that you grabbed, in which case you would need a dark hero, since that's what you're locked into at the moment. So we'll get Shadow Mist. Let's just assume I have nothing else. So I'll normal summon Shadow Mist, and then I'll link summon again. And this time we're going to get Extra Hero Dread Decimator. Now you have a choice here. You can either put it over here and get the full 3 zones to summon from your extra deck too, which can be very helpful because this is a great deck for super polymerization. Very appropriate, considering Jade and Supreme King Jade and all that good stuff. And just heroes in general can absorb any attribute of monster with some of their fusions. So you can either put it over here and have multiple zones to summon to afterwards, or you can put it over here so the Destiny Hero Dangerous gets a power boost. Personally, I'm going to put it over here because we're going to get more than 8,000 attack points out of this either way. So after this is summoned, we have sent Shadow Mist to the graveyard, so we get to add 1 hero monster from our deck to our hand. And the hero monster I'm going to take is our other new evil hero, a Dusted Gold. It's in our hand, so I can discard it. I can add Dark Fusion, or 1 card that lists Dark Fusion in its text, and I've got one right here, and that's Dark Column. Lets us fusion a monster from the extra deck that has to be special summoned with Dark Fusion. By banishing materials, so we'll activate it. Now, which evil hero you banish here is up to you if you want to take Infernal Prodigy or Dusted Gold. There are a lot of different ways to play heroes. Some of them involve Vision Hero Gravido, which can bring back a banished hero to your hand. So I will banish Dusted Gold as my evil hero, under the assumption that I'll eventually get it back, as opposed to try to attack with it. And I'll banish Malicious as my level 5 or higher. And that lets us summon Malicious Bane. We'll put him over here. Now, Dread Decimator gives himself and anything he points to, any hero he points to, plus 100 attack for each hero monster with a different name. We've only got 3, so that's going to be plus 300, so he's 28. Malicious Bane is 33. His ability can destroy anything with 3,300 or less attack, which is basically everything. I believe the biggest monster that sees regular play tops out at 32. So if you can get Malicious Bane down and get his effect through, you can wipe out everything. And then we got Dangerous over here, who's still got 2,000 attack points. So let's say everything gets through after we destroy things. We'll have 28, plus 33, 6,100, and another 2,000 for Dangerous, makes 8,100, and that's game. So I hope you enjoyed this look at what you can do with the new Evil Hero cards from Legendary Duelists Immortal Destiny. The set's available now, so I hope that you have a good time with it, and I'll see you next time.